Huda Beauty is facing backlash this week after they decided to reformulate their pressed powder. A lot of customers that purchased the original formula are angry, and there's also drama with the campaign for the reformulation. A smaller creator called them out for not sending her PR in exchange for using her content on their TikTok, and there's been a lot of mixed opinions on everything. It's a mess, so let's get into it. With how oversaturated the beauty industry is, brands are constantly looking for ways to stand out from the rest, and what better way to do that than with TikTok? TikTok has made so many brands go viral, and Huda Beauty is one brand that's really utilized the power of social media. They see the videos that people make reviewing their products, and instead of shying away from a negative review, they've used those negative reviews and community feedback to improve their products. They're always asking their customers for feedback, asking what they want to see from them, and taking on suggestions to give people what they actually want. And while this approach has made their customers feel heard and important to the brand, it's also gotten them into some trouble. You guys may remember a few months ago when we talked about, and I don't mean to bring her up again, I know you guys are so sick of hearing about her, but Macleod and her friends calling Huda Beauty out after using one of their friends' suggestions to improve an already existing product. Macleod's friend Sam was a huge fan of their loose powder, and she came up with this idea to combine peach pie and cherry blossom cake to make her perfect shade. She called the mixture Making Cherry Pie, and her video went viral and made Making Cherry Pie a loved combination.
Huda, I'm not a baker, but I'm about to make cherry pie, peach pie, and cherry blossom cake.
People started mixing all different shades of the loose powders to make their perfect shade, and that gave Huda Beauty the idea to sell duos.
First of all, I want to give a shout out to two amazing people, Samantha and Lex. So Sam was actually using two shades from our Easy Bake and she was mixing them together.
I'm not a baker, but I'm about to make cherry pie.
Cherry blossom and peach pie, and she had come up with this really cute name, Cherry Pie. It was so cute. And one of my team members had this amazing idea of actually doing a duo. We started working on it, and then coincidentally, Lexi actually said, you know what you guys should do? You guys should do a duo and you guys should have a sifter. We didn't have a sifter on it before. We didn't think about this. And then we added this sifter, which was basically to choose if you want one shade or to mix both shades. And that's all thanks to Lexi. You guys are amazing. You guys come up with the best ideas.
And this truly was a community effort. People were telling them what shades to combine, influencers were telling them how to make the packaging better, but not everyone was happy, including Macleod and her friends. They were all calling Huda Beauty out because they felt like Sam should have been getting paid by the brand for mixing the two shades.
Huda Beauty's Cherry Peach, which is strange because I thought it was supposed to be Cherry Pie. This powder isn't the first thing I've seen Huda inspired by. I'll never be able to deny that Huda Beauty makes one of the best powders, but the scent of this literally makes my eyes physically burn. Mixing these two shades of powder actually came from my girlfriend Sam. She went viral many years ago doing this exact hack, we'll call it. Which is weird because you would think that they would have put her in the campaign for this powder. I've even seen fellow creators call it cherry pie because that's what Sam called it. Sam is known for a bright pink under eye. So much so that one size actually put her in a campaign for their ultra pink powder. What's unfortunate is my girlfriend was really robbed of an opportunity that could have really changed the trajectory of her career. These brands will do anything to make their millions, and I'm totally fine with that, but I think it's really sick that we couldn't just include the person that literally gave you this idea on a platter. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to return this because I can't support brands that don't support the little guy like myself.
Though others argued that her idea wasn't anything revolutionary, and if brands had to pay everyone for their suggestions to make improvements, then they'd just stop listening to us and making those changes. Well, Huda Beauty has found themselves in the same type of situation this week, and once again, the opinions are split. Huda released a pressed version of their loose powder, and people hated it. There were so many negative reviews for this powder. I haven't really seen anyone say they love it.
Okay, face is done. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of excessive texture here. Like, look at that. That's not normal for me.
It started to separate, as you will see here. Like, I don't know what was going on. I don't know if it was the way I applied it, but that is not cute. The look on my face just shows my disappointment. But yeah, I really had high expectations for this, so I was sad.
This creator, who goes by Julia in Beauty, also gave the powder a negative review. Her video was short. She didn't go into too much detail about why she hated it. She just said it didn't really do much for her.
I don't like giving bad reviews, but if I really don't like a product, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm sorry, Huda Beauty, but this product was not good. I love all your other products, but this one did absolutely nothing to my face, unfortunately.
And I really appreciate reviews like this, especially because this creator is a smaller creator, and judging by the hashtag used in her video, which is hashtag gifted by Huda Beauty, I would assume she got this in PR. Getting PR for a smaller creator is a massive deal. You don't want to upset the brand by giving them a bad review and then being taken off the PR list. It's not even about the free makeup. Getting PR means getting products before anyone else and getting to review things before the general public does, which helps with views and growing your platform. There's a lot of benefits to giving a positive review. That's why we see it so much with creators like Glamzilla.
We need to talk about how good this Huda Beauty powder is for brightening. This is the Easy Bacon Snatch in the shade Cherry Blossom. I just blend it out and then I blend it down to my blush. I blend it up to my nose contour. Like, see that difference? Killer. Huda Beauty. I freaking love this. Cherry Blossom.
On the other hand though, your audience can see through a fake review. You can always tell, and trust is everything between an influencer and their audience. Ruining that isn't worth being on a PR list, so it's nice to see this creator was honest about not loving it. A few years have passed, and this creator has now posted another video, but this time, she's calling out Huda Beauty for something to do with her review. Since Huda reformulated the pressed powder, they put together a compilation showing some of the negative reviews they got on the old formula.
2 years ago, we took a risk and, well,
I'm so excited to reveal our Easy Bake and Snatch, which is our pressed version of our OG Easy Bake.
let's just say you guys didn't love it.
Huda Beauty has made a pressed version of my favorite powder.
Some people love it, some people hate it.
I'm very nervous.
It just isn't as blurry.
The look on my face just shows my disappointment.
This is a no.
This is not for me.
This product was not good.
Am I disappointed? Yes.
Do I love this?
No. I didn't like the way it applied. Not really a fan.
It's still disappointed. Disappointed.
You guys asked, we listened.
Out with the old, with the new.
And you can see all the creators they showed. They also tagged the creators in their video, which received over 1 million views. This is where things take a turn. Julia posted a video last week explaining how she was upset with Huda Beauty over not sending her PR. She said the brand reached out to her, they asked if they could use her video for their promotional video.
Huda Beauty asked me if they can use one of my videos for their video. And I'm a small creator. I wanted to build a relationship with them, and I did not ask them for payment. I should have for content usage rights, my mistake. And I found out that they used my video for a new launch. They used my video to profit off for their new launch.
So she agreed, but when she reached back out and asked them if they could send her the new powder, they told her they weren't accepting creators at the moment for their PR list, and that upset her.
And then I asked them, hey, it'd be cool if you can send me the product so I can review it. No response. I sent them an email. And you know what they said? That at this time, they are unable to send me products. So you use my video, you profited off my video, and then you won't even send me something. You throw parties. I saw a party on your story. I saw that an influencer went on vacation with like a Huda Beauty robe and all this stuff. And so many people got the PR packages. Small influencers, big influencers, and I get it. I'm not that big of an influencer. I have like 10,000 followers. And you're unable to send me the product that cost you like less than $10 probably to make? I am upset. You're using my video. This is ridiculous.
She showed, I'm guessing, only part of the exchange that she had with the brand because it doesn't show her saying yes, but Huda Beauty reached out and she wrote, "We're putting together an organic compilation that highlights a variety of real experiences with our Easy Bake powder, and we'd love to include your video in it. Of course, we'll make sure to tag you in the caption. Let us know if you're happy for us to include you, beautiful. Love, the Huda Beauty team." And then Julia responded and she said, "Where is the video going to be posted to?" And they said, "Hi lovely, it would be posted to our social channels, Instagram and TikTok." Julia didn't reply to that message, so they reached out again and said, "Hey lovely, just pushing this to the top of your inbox in case you missed it. Let us know." Look, I can see where she's coming from. You were gifted the original pressed powder, it wasn't good, they're using your negative review to promote their new improved powder. Sending the creators they're using in the video the new powder would have made sense. They should have sent it to them, asked them to test it out, and maybe even offered them a paid opportunity to record their genuine reaction to the new powder and use that in the video. I mean, maybe people would think the reactions aren't genuine if they're being paid, but at least send them the new powder to replace the old one that they all hated. I can't believe the brand didn't think that through. It's honestly kind of ridiculous they didn't when you really think about it. But I think saying that they're taking advantage of you is a bit much. Smaller creators have to advocate for themselves and be upfront with what they want and go back and forth and work with these brands so you get what you feel you deserve. Sure, Huda probably would have moved on to someone else if you asked for payment. It was only a few seconds. It's free promo for your account too. It's kind of like a win-win situation. And normally I hate the whole, oh, it's promo kind of excuse for not paying someone, but it really was only like a second.
Favorite powder? This is not for me.
If you weren't okay with it being shown without receiving something in exchange for it, after you agree to them using it, isn't the time to speak up. Ask if they'd be willing to send you the product before you agree to them using your content, and if they won't, you know that's not the brand you want to build a relationship with. Her video now has over 2 million views, which is much more than Huda Beauty's video, and once again, the opinions are very split. We had people writing, "You made a mistake, it's on you sis, but Huda could have sent something as a thank you, but again, not required." And the creator liked this, so maybe she agrees after reading the comments. Another person said, "No, I disagree with y'all. Huda Beauty is dead wrong for doing that. They asked you and you said yes, end of story. No offense, it was literally just 2 seconds and there were a lot of girls in the video, not only you. They don't owe you anything, especially after you gave permission." But let me know what you guys think. Can you see where she's coming from at least? Or do you think Huda Beauty did nothing wrong and PR shouldn't be expected? This launch has truly been messy because the drama with these powders doesn't even stop there. As we were talking about, most people hated the original pressed powder. And now that Huda has pretty much admitted to the product being shit, people in the comments are like, well, I spent my good money on those. How about you maybe send everyone the new fix powder? We had people writing, "You need to have an exchange policy. We bring back the old one, you give us the new one." You listened, but will you hear us out and exchange the old ones for the new ones? Or at least do we get a discount code? And someone replied and said, why on earth would they supply thousands of people with new powders? Yeah, the formula mustn't have been good, but that's the risk you take with new products. I literally just bought the old one. Now she comes out with the new one. She should make a return policy. And someone said, you should have checked reviews before buying. Huda, what do we do with the previous ones that performed so badly? There should be an exchange policy where we can return the original that didn't perform as to what was promised. That's the one bad thing I can see coming from the way that Huda uses TikTok for making improvements. Well, it's great they listen and make changes. I don't know if I'd want to buy the first release of a new product. I think I'd rather wait until other people buy it and figure out what's wrong with it and they correct it. I bought that kind of like peachy orangey color correcting concealer from them and I love it, but the packaging is so bad. All the product sits inside that little twist cap and it gets all gross. And I really wish you would fix that one because the concealer is so good. I guess it's the same with any brand though. Huda just really puts all their issues on display. As for the people who think that Huda should send them a new one, I don't know. I can see why they'd feel that way, but also, if you tried it out and you didn't love it, before even knowing about the new powder, you probably could have returned it. Especially if you bought it at like Sephora or something. I don't know if Huda Beauty has a return policy, but yeah. I don't think sending out new products to everyone who ever purchased would be the smartest business move for Huda Beauty. I definitely can't see them doing that. This launch has brought the brand nothing but drama, and all I gotta say is this new powder better be really good, or else people are gonna be really upset with the brand. Anyways guys, let me know what you think about everything down below, and I'll see you next time.